The solution for this is to change them both to improper fractions first, and this would be 16 over 5 to start with. This would be 14 over 3. The common denominator must be 15. So if I'm multiplying by 3 here, this will be 48. And now we go plus, then you have over 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 70. 48 plus 70 is going to be 118 over 15, but you must change that to a mixed number. The answer should be 13 over 15. Pick a number from 1 to 20. The winning numbers today will be 8 and 19. Flashcard, say the answer out loud. DH minus EG. CH minus BI. CD minus AF. Homework check. For number 1, the denominator was 133. You were not able to reduce any of these. 5, 8, negative 14, 59, negative 12, 21, and negative 33, 27, and negative 14. Must have the fractions written out. So these could be reduced here, here, and here, divisible by 7. So it should be negative 2 over 19, 3 over 19, and negative 2 over 19. Number 2, 17 over 440, 37 over 440, negative 1 over 55, 1 over 20, 1 over 20, negative 1 over 5, 21 over 220, negative 19 over 220, and 4 over 55. For number 3, reductions all over the place. 1/3, 1/4, negative 5 over 12, negative 2/3, 1/4, 7 over 12, 1/3, negative 1/4, and 1 over 12. And on number 4, you had some reductions in there. 31 over 121, 11 over 254, negative 12 over 127, 3 over 254, 17 over 127, negative 14 over 127, negative 7 over 127, 9 over 127, and 15 over 127. Objectives for today. To find the inverse of a 3x3 matrix, which will be on your test on Friday, in addition to the determinant of a 2x2 and the inverse of a 2x2. Example 1. Find the inverse of this matrix. 3, 7, negative 1, 2, 3, negative 2, 4, 1, 6. What is A times the quantity of EI minus FH? The answer is 60, and there's the work to show for it. What is minus B times the quantity DI minus FG?
140.
She says negative 140. Should be negative 140, and here is the work to show for it. What is C times the quantity DH minus EG? And the answer is 10. To get 10 for the third part of the denominator of the fraction, here is the work that comes from that. You're simply plugging in. Once you have all three answers, you put them in the denominator and do the evaluation on the bottom. Now, what is the fraction from the formula? That is right, because it's going to be 60 minus 140 plus 10. That dwindles down to negative 80 plus 10, and then it's negative 70 on the bottom. 1 over negative 70 is the answer. Do not write the fraction like this. It's okay to do that in the work, but you cannot do that in the final answer, which must look like this, with the negative sign to the left of the fraction bar. Now you're into the matrix part. The formula for the matrix part is something you should already have. This is row 1, cell 1, and we're doing them in order left to right from row 1, row 2, and row 3. This is row 1, column 1 that you're finding now. EI minus FH. And the answer is 20, because in the matrix you should have 3 times 6 minus a negative 2 times 1. That is 18 plus 2, which is 20. What is CH minus BI? That comes from negative 1 minus 7 times 6. Negative 1 minus 42 is negative 43. When you write out the initial matrix, and these dots represent numbers in the matrix, leave room underneath each one so you can put A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, so that you don't have to struggle to look at it and figure out where G is at. What is BF minus CE? Negative 17. You will get, should be negative 11 in this case, because shouldn't you have 7 times a negative 2? Minus a negative 1 times 3. That's negative 14 plus 3, which should come out to be 11. What is FG minus DI? Should be negative 20. That's a negative 2 times 4 and minus 2 times 6. Negative 8 minus 12 should be a negative 20. As you do these, make sure you're writing down R1 and C1 or R2, C3, whatever it is. Don't go back and do all this work and then can't figure out where they're supposed to go in the matrix. Keep track of them as you go. You can even number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on for 9 different cells. What is AI minus CG? So that would be 22. You should have 3 times 6 minus negative 1 times 4. 18 plus 4 is 22. And what is CD minus AF? Negative 1 times 2 minus 3 times a negative 2. That's a negative 2 plus 6. That answer should be 4. And what is DH minus EG? 2 times 1 minus 3 times 4. 2 minus 12 should be a negative 10. And what is BG minus AH? 25. 7 times 4 minus 3 times 1. 28 minus 3 is 25. And what is AE minus BD? Should be a negative 5, because from the matrix you will have 3 times 3 minus 7 times 2. That would be 9 minus 14. Answer is a negative 5. The matrix should look like the following after you have found all of those. The matrix should look like this. Remember, this is R1, C1, then down here is R3, C3. Make sure you keep track of them as you work them out. This is only the right half of the formula. Remember, from the first half we had negative 1 over 70 that you now must multiply by everything in this matrix all the way through, and then reduce if necessary. So when you multiply, it will look like this for the initial problem. Some of these have negative signs in them already, like these. When you write the workout with the 70 included, you can put the 70 on the bottom, but if there's already a negative sign, put one on the bottom on the 70. That would give you two negative signs for something like this. It comes out to be positive. And of course these would end up being negative because they're positive to start with. You're multiplying by a negative. This is what it is with the initial plug-in of the negative 170 multiplied by each cell. That also should be shown on your homework. Now go back and reduce. Clearly, things like this, this one, this one can all be reduced. This one can be, but it just changes to a positive. No reduction with the numbers. And this one changes to a positive. Still no reduction in the numbers. When you reduce all of these fractions, you should get a final answer that looks like this. Practice problem number 1. Bonus number 1. Answer to bonus 1 is 6. Bonus number 2. Solution to bonus 2 is negative 18. Bonus 3. Solution for bonus 3 is 3. Bonus 4. Answer to bonus 4 is 10. Bonus 5. Answer to bonus 5 is 65. Bonus 6. Answer to bonus 6 is negative 9. Bonus 7. Answer to bonus 7 should be negative 2. The solution for practice problem 1.